Being in a relationship doesn't translate to having a merged life on all fronts with your partner. In many ways, couples are allowed some sort of privacy individually. Especially at the early stage of the relationship. You and your partner can't move around in each other's business all the time like conjoined twins. There are 5 risks of sharing passwords. To shed more light on this topic, below are the risks of sharing passwords with your spouse. 1. Insecurity. Every time your partner suspects you are up to something, he would go through your phone because he can. If, however, the intention is to find malicious content, it will put a strain on the relationship. It's normal for partners to have trust issues every now and then. No one can really be 100% sure the other person is telling the truth. Anytime one party displays strange or new behaviors, the need to check their phone would arise. If they know the phone is locked, the temptation to be sneaky reduces and they'd have to resort to the good old communication. Any lack of trust in relationships should be communicated, rather than taking advantage of the fact that both of you are already privy to the passwords of each other's gadgets. 2. No privacy. Couples are supposed to maintain a healthy level of boundaries between each other. It doesn't mean they're hiding anything, but taking away private lines may lead to abuse of privilege and make relationships less fun. The fact that someone has access to all you're doing takes away the mystery. It also takes away your right to discuss private matters or be part of something you'd rather not tell your partner about. Some partners would mistake sharing passwords as a license to snoop around looking for signs you're doing something you didn't tell them about. So, there goes planning surprise parties or ordering clothes or gifts that should come as a surprise to him. So, in such a situation, knowing that someone else doesn't know your phone password would give you the leisure to plan. Just do other things you love without too much questions about it. 3. Policing. Where there are trust issues, there's always the probability of one partner telling the other what to do. It gets worse when they have access to your passwords. Now, they can find out about most of the things you're doing privately that they disapprove of. Before you know it, there'll be comments about your friend Kathy and her cussing. Or the way your mom doesn't ask about him when she texts. Policing can also be explained as your partner making personal decisions because he has access to your private information. The plot can easily be lost over time if boundaries are not maintained or called out when crossed. Can you imagine getting back to your computer only to find out that someone has changed the arrangement of files for fun? Or that important information was deleted by mistake? It's disheartening. 4. Identity theft. Well, you are at risk of getting your identity stolen. It's not smart to share passwords at the early stage of the relationship just to prove that you've got nothing to hide or that you are trustworthy. Before letting out any private information about yourself, be security conscious, especially in a new relationship. In this 21st century, almost all your data can be obtained by just hacking into your account. You're liable to be defrauded at any time. You could be left with debts from multiple withdrawals. Your identity could be stolen, and whatnot. This probably isn't going to be done by your partner, but sharing the knowledge increases the chance of it getting out of hand.